Need to get more dreadnoughts over there somehow. Starting to run out of firepower.
More have come to share the as you wish to go, coming about. Time to kill.
System update. The new Megaron has risen for the shipwrights, Moro-Khan. The construction Megaron is not available, Moro-Khan.
Still rebelling over here, huh?
Our sisters will build fine ships, Moro-Khan. The shipwrights stand ready to build. is a most cunning design, Morokan. The time has come. Increase the flock. System update.
Oh, I got taken out.
The new Megaron has risen for the shipwrights, Morokan. A new Megaron has risen for the scientists, Morokan. The next Megaron has risen, Morokan. The shipwrights stand ready to build. We rise as one, Morokan.
Alright, so let's see if we can get a good enough sized fleet. As long as we can keep our production pretty good here, we can do anything with the fleets, given enough time. The other problem is our income. We need to get back the one we just lost, and Markarth, or whatever that is, and then to get back this one, which we're going to.
System update. The women have landed, my god. They will be of their nest.
Most of the rebellion seems to be done with. There's a few places still. Low morale, other places, but...
System update.
One of our worlds has separated from the Empire.
Nibiru declares independence. Seriously, that's a size 8. Not gonna have any of that crap. Alright, build.
The time has come. Increase the flock. System update.
So it's going one at a time. Oh Jesus, it's gonna take a while. It's got 14,000 output though. It shouldn't take that long. Should be building them out pretty quickly. Huh. Interesting. Bismal's still under rebellion here.
System update. The construction Megaron is not available, Morokan. The science Megaron is not available, Morokan. The next Megaron is silent, Morokan.
Oh my god. Here we go again. Oh, this one's back under revolt again. Rebellion, the gift that keeps on giving. And this is under revolt now too. We'll send them to Nibiru.
We rise as one, Morokan.
And these guys have to do anything. They have to sit back and just watch my empire explode from within. So the moron civilians.
System update.
One of our worlds has separated from the Empire.
I think we're looking at a lost game here. I don't think there's anybody to get out of this bloody rebellion cycle here. Second, it ends in one system, it starts up again because another system ends up rebelling and ceding from the Empire. So, let's see, do we want to try another game, or do we just want to shoot this walkthrough Let's Play in the head and leave it for dead? The latter sounds very tempting, because it's taking way too long to finish it. But this is a really crappy way to end it, so the former sounds tempting as well. Yeah, let's just go ahead and end it. It's just going to be more of the same. Not this, but I mean, there's no real difference between playing any of the races, or playing as the same race multiple times other than the map type. But yeah, these kind of games really suck in terms of doing walkthroughs for after the first time. Now, like for example, let's say you had this kind of a game where every empire was categorically and very specifically different from each other. So like you had one empire that each empire is a completely entirely different play style from one another, and when you play one empire, you're not playing all of them broadly. You know, different weapons, different ships, different everything. That's not this game. This game, all the parts are the same. All the way you use the ships is the same. The technologies are all the same. The general methods are all the same. The only difference is tiny little things like, can this ship go somewhere instantly, or does it take a hell of a long time to get from one place to another? You know, do you have access to this technology or that technology? So it's all pretty much the same. Which means the replayability of games like this is crap. Because outside of playing, you know, just playing for each of the races in terms of like just the little tiny things that are different, like the different voices and different potential Empire symbols and character avatars, it's all pretty much the same. So yeah. Still, it's a fun game. Though somewhat inexplicable in some places. Like, for example, I have no clue how enemy empires. Yes, that's another thing I've never noticed before. I never noticed enemy empires, planets. Well, enemy empires having this rebellion issue before. It's quite obvious that they should have it. For example, you know, planets can just go independent for whatever reason, but these guys aren't going independent. They're actually ceding from the Empire, from our Empire, but they're not becoming independent colonies. They're just becoming things you can colonize again. They don't have that like tannish thing around them that they're supposed to. So this isn't the same kind of thing as with the other times we've seen it, where you have those tannish things, icon, you know, colonized system icons coming up. This is entirely different. And I'm beginning to think that the AI does not have to worry about going into debt, and doesn't have to worry about morale problems overall. That said, you know, you drive the morale alone if you can take over their entire empire, potentially, or a planet you come to and you have a greater force, but you never see planets just dropping out of their empires and being colonizable without having to fight them or anything, like these ones are doing so. So again, this is the lazy AI syndrome is what I call it, where it's easier for game developers to make an AI that cheats rather than plays well. I'd really love to see a simulation game come out that has AI that actually plays the game well, rather than having some sort of unfair, well, I won't say unfair, but some sort of extra advantage that the player doesn't and can't ever have. Like, for example, immunity from bankruptcy problems or whatever. Then again, that's pretty much the standard for simulation games as far as the you know, giving the AI perks that the player can't have. Worst offender being probably endless space. So somebody actually figured out in endless space that the AI can store their ships in hangars and pay like 1/4 what the players are forced to pay doing the same thing, so that whenever you go to war with the Empire, there's like all these bloody ships coming at you from your enemy, you know, the person you just went to war with. That's because the AI can have, you know, hundreds or thousands of ships in their hangars and not have like the same costs for doing so. Not that the AI has to worry about, you know, the credit costs anyway in endless space, but it's just, you know, it's something they get to do that you could do, but you get penalized for doing, that the AI doesn't. They're probably actually better examples of worst offenders, to be honest, but that's the one I think off the top of my head right now. So, and they took Morocco. No, they took Prism, not Morocco. Morocco's this one. Anyway, so thanks for watching this walkthrough. Gonna finally kill it off. The next two games we'll be doing are going to be Recettear and Mountain Blade Warband. Actually, Warband probably is an example of a game where they do the AI somewhat correctly. There are some problems that I have with it, but it's a lot better done than this game. I'm pretty much, I don't know, let's see. For Recettear, we've already gotten through the, I'd already gotten through the the actual game. We're into the endless mode now. So that's, for intents and purposes, that's done. I could finish it whenever I wanted to. I just want to go through there and get the last couple dungeons unlocked for that one. But if I wanted to, I could just end Recettear the second it starts, because it's already technically done. Mountain Blade Warband's a different story. I had to restart that whole thing. Right now I'm sitting at about 20-something hours, I believe, recorded. I still have to go render all the footage out, though, because I'm holding off on doing it. Was holding off on doing it for 2 reasons. One, some of the recordings got messed up, so I have to rewrite. I have to correct. Have to fix them in Virtual Dub. And also, until recently, my installation of Sony Vegas was being a real pain in the arse, and I couldn't really use it for anything because we keep crashing all the time. But I fixed that now, so that issue should be fixed. And shouldn't have any problems putting the fixed footage into it now. So I should be able to get moving on that. So, what is it? It's May 30th. Wow. So I said probably 2 weeks in between. I think we'll stick to that. So the next time I will upload, and well, 2 weeks after the last upload, that's the problem. So I'll probably have at least another 2 weeks out of this walkthrough to upload still. I still need to render some stuff out now that I have, but we're at what we need to be for... Well, I'll be uploading 15 parts this week for this walkthrough because stupid stuff over the last couple weeks happened. If you saw the live streams for Star Ocean Till End of Time, you know about that stuff. So I mentioned it in that a couple times, I think. So yeah, probably 2 weeks left on this. Maybe I'll just upload them all at the end of this week. Everything that I have left, I'll render everything out and upload 30 or something parts or whatnot. And just say, throw my hands up there and say, we're done with it. Rejoice. So yeah, we'll see when it is, but it'll be 2 weeks after whenever this part airs. Or is uploaded and released on YouTube. So glad this was done. It's been a hell of a thing going through this, and all the problems I've had with freaking PlayClaw and all the problems I've had with Vegas. The last couple of walkthroughs have been a total, complete, utter cluster or something. So hopefully the next couple will go off a lot easier, since we already have a lot of the footage for it, and also because I've gotten some of the issues fixed out, at least with Vegas, not with PlayClaw. PlayClaw is just a vindictive piece of something. Software program that doesn't work all the time, and when it doesn't work, it really doesn't work, and causes all sorts of issues. Don't get me started on Action. I'm done with it. Action's worse than PlayClaw. Action is stupid all the time. And also has other issues in terms of Mountain Blade. It had some sort of weird stuttering going on in the recorded footage, so stopped using that. I'm basically using Bandicam now. That's what I'm reduced to. Or tempting fate and using PlayClaw and hoping it doesn't frack things up. So, that's going to be it for this walkthrough. Comments, questions, leave them below. If you haven't done so already, we'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel. Be on the lookout for a new Tesla thing video coming out soon. Now, I say that, but I don't really know what's coming out. I still have to take all the footage I have and edit it together, and I haven't even started that whole process yet, so... luckily, maybe I'll get it up by the time the car's a year old, hopefully. I don't know. I really don't know. That thing's just been delayed and procrastinated on so much. I have no clue. But, I will see you on the next 2 walkthroughs, I guess. Or whatever video you happen to be watching next. Until then, this is GeoWill, and I will see you later.